Chizuk from the Parsha, Erev Shabbos Chodesh, Parsha's Mטות, Masa'y, Shabbos Chazak, Shabbos Rosh Chodesh. Everyone who drives a car understands that there's the windshield that you have to look out in order to drive the car, to see the road, to see what's going on. There's also two mirrors on the sides and one mirror in the center. Why? Occasionally, when you want to change lanes or you want to turn right or left, you have to see what's going on. You take quickly a look what's going on at the back of you and the sides of you. It's very, very important, the mirrors. But imagine if somebody would walk into the car and I'm going to drive and I know that the rear mirror is the most important thing in a car and I'm only going to look in the mirrors. Who cares what's going on ahead of me? The mirrors is important. Everybody understands that this guy has no chance of driving more than half a block before he's going to make an accident. He's going to blow up. Because it's important to look occasionally right, left, center, what's going on in the back of you, but you have to focus on going ahead. In this week's Parsha, we see something very interesting. Moshe Rabbeinu says to the Yiddish kinder, Eile Maaseh B'nai Yisrael, Eile Masayim L'Moitzuayim. Torah tells us, this is the journey they were supposed to go from where they came out. Ve'eile Moitzuayim L'Masayim. And this is the places where they went out to in order to continue traveling. This is interesting that in the same pusik, the Torah just switches the words. Eile Masayim L'Moitzuayim, Ve'eile Moitzuayim L'Masayim. What's going on here? I heard from a very good friend of mine. His name is Shuli Ginsberg. Very good guy. He says, Moshe Rabbeinu tells the Yiddish kinder, where are you coming a lot from? You're coming from Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim, everybody understands, is narrow, hard, tzar. Every Yid in his own life has his own Yetzias Mitzrayim, his own difficulties, his own problems. Moshe Rabbeinu tells the Yidden, listen to me. You went out from Mitzrayim, you were supposed to go straight. You were supposed to go Eile Masayim L'Moitzuayim. Yes, you have to occasionally look back where you're coming from in order not to repeat the same mistakes or in order to know a guidance how to continue in life. Occasionally you have to look back to see what happened in the back then. But the focus has to be Masayim L'Moitzuayim. You have to continue to journey L'Moitzuayim to remember where you're coming at. What did you do? Moitzuayim L'Masayim. Oh, keep on complaining. Nit nur euch wenn Shiva Mitzrayim, but let's go back to Egypt. All kind of lashonis that the Yiddish kinder kept on complaining. We have to go back. We have to go back. Moshe Rabbeinu tells us, you know what the success is to go into Chizuk? Eile Masayim L'Moitzuayim. Focus always ahead. We all have difficulties and challenges in our life. Remember, Masayim L'Moitzuayim. Continue on. Of course, occasionally look back. Oh, learn from the mistakes. There's one more fascinating thing in this Parsha. It's the only Parsha in the Torah, the only time that we ever read such a thing as in this Parsha, it happens once in few years, once in 7 years I think, is that we read on Shabbos the Yutzat from Aharon HaKohen, and this Shabbos is the Yutzat from Aharon HaKohen, and the only Yutzat, the only date that somebody passed away in the entire Tanakh, Torah Nevi'im Ksivim, is mentioned the day that he passed away is Aharon HaKohen. No one ever. The Torah does not write dates. Moshe Rabbeinu, we know, passed away is Zion Uda, but the Torah doesn't say it. Same thing about Avram Yitzchak Yaakov. Same thing as in the entire Tanakh. No one is mentioned the day that they passed away. So the Torah tells us this week, in this week's Parsha, the Yutzat of Aharon HaKohen, to remember, Aharon HaKohen has passed away Chodesh Uv. This Fasamas tells us, because to be me'oyer the oyer of Shulam v'roid of Shulam, let's hope have a zisen gitn lechtigen Shabbos, a Shabbos Chazak, and a Shabbos Rosh Chodesh, Yebuna by Samigdash, b'mayav Yomayni, a gitn Shabbos.